Yo.
Yo, what it do, YouTube? Everybody, we originally about to start our podcast after this. What is up, YouTube? Welcome to the Triple Threat Podcast. We got Loki to my right and Nate at the bottom screen. What's up, y'all? How's y'all day going?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Nah, man, I'm good. I'm having a good day. Welcome to the Triple Threat Podcast, episode 2, y'all, and welcome. And let's get straight into it. We gonna start with the breaking news.
So,
Ravens. Go ahead,
Ravens defensive coordinator. Well, I swallowed my meat. All right, breaking news. Ravens defensive coordinator Wink Martindale parts ways with the Ravens. This is per John Harbaugh. After several productive conversations, Don and I have agreed to move forward in separate directions. We have had a great run on defense, and I'm very proud of what we have accomplished and the work he has done. Don has been a major contributor to the success of our defense since 2012. And especially since he became defensive coordinator 4 years ago. He has done a great job, and now it is time to pursue the other opportunities. Sometimes the moment comes and it's the right time. I am personally grateful for our friendship and for everything he has done in Baltimore, per John Harbaugh.
And Nate, what's your personal opinion about this whole thing?
My thoughts is I was shocked because this defense with the Raiders has been really good the last couple of years. They've been a top, like in the last couple, to be honest, they've been a top 5 defense the last couple of years. They've kept the players. He's worked with great players too, and Terrell Suggs. He's worked with some great players, man. Like, this dude is if I'm the Giants right now, to be honest, I want this guy, to be honest, because he is a great defensive coordinator, has great experience, and I think he has still one more shot in the NFL. I think if the Giants give him an offer, who knows? So I think this is I think the Ravens might want to move on because they want to get a younger guy. But I just think that this is not the best of moves. But let's see what happens.
Oh, look, in my personal opinion about the Ravens defensive coordinator, Wink Martindale, I really thought he did good with the Ravens defense. It's not his fault. Most of his best players got injured during the team. So I really can't blame him for that, to be honest with you. But if he was on the Giants, I don't know. He's probably going to want to get rid of Bradbury because, he's kind of getting up there with the age. He's going to get rid of, maybe Blake Martinez if he wants to keep him or not. I'm not sure, It's up to him if you want to keep most of these players. I personally, in my opinion, I don't think most of these players on the defense going to be here next year. I wouldn't be surprised if Bernard McKinney's going. Danny Shelton should be going. It wouldn't be surprising, but I think Wink Martindale would be a really good replacement for Patrick Graham. If the Giants are going to keep him, it's up to them if they want to fire him. So we'll see.
And excuse me. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think Patrick Graham is getting fired because if he was fired, it would have been way earlier.
And this is my counter for that too. I think the reason why they're not firing him yet is because they want to wait for the head coach. I think that's the problem right now because the head coach, he's gonna be like, "This is my guy. That guy right there is my guy. That guy." And then Shane's probably be like, "Yeah, I got my output too." Like that. I don't believe in it. Then he starts talking. And they talk about candidates being the best candidate for the team. And that's a good conversation. It's a good argument because they can. I want my two guys, being say they disagree. No, I disagree. I think this guy's better for the team. I think this guy has better experience. Because I like Joe Shane for a scout. That dude's an amazing scout. Let's be honest. I like this is my number one candidate. It was him or Peters. Those are my 1 and 2. The whole thing. But I'm happy that now the Giants and everything that we have, We need to be smart about this.
Mm-hmm. It's a fact.
Next question.
All right. Well, and next question, right? Is speaking of two head coaches or three in mind, right? Look,
Yeah.
who would you rather have as a head coach, Jim Harbaugh or Brian Flores or Dan Quinn, which I really don't want.
Brian Flores.
All right.
And why do you think so?
In my opinion, Brian Flores is a younger, spitting image of Tom Coughlin. He's younger. He can connect with the players more, but he's an old school coach. So he knows how to. He has an old school mentality. He knows how to build a hard-nosed football team. But he's also he can be friends with the players as well because he's a younger guy. Obviously, a lot of players aren't going to resonate with a 50 to 70-year-old coach. So I do think he'd be a very good coach with the Giants, especially with some of our younger guys on the team.
You know, Nate, you go ahead.
Well, I agree with that. I think Brian Flores is the better option. I just think, and I think this too. The Giants, if we really want to be different, the Giants have never hired an African American coach ever in the history of the New York Giants. This is probably going to change barriers for each side because we're all used to. We don't want to talk about this. This is a topic that I think people, for Giants fans, they probably really want this too, because he's a great option. Let's be honest. Defensive coordinator. He's probably going to be our defensive coordinator. Let's be honest. He's a great coordinator. He can. Yeah. I think he'll be the defensive coordinator. Graham's gone, and I want that to happen so bad. I'm not saying Graham's not a good. I'm saying he's a good defensive coordinator. I just think Forrest is better. I think Forrest's system fits better with the Giants because he's going to stay with one freaking system. We switched so much this season on 4-3, 3-4 was insane. Keep one system and let's go.
Here's the thing. I think, in my personal opinion, I like that depending, imagine this. I like that we played both 3-4 and 4-3 because if you're going against a hard-nosed running team that likes to have 3 tight end sets, say the Browns who love to run the ball up the middle, you're going to want a 4-down lineman to try to stop that running game. So I like that we've been running an Amoeba defense, in my opinion.
All right. Getting your thoughts.
I would personally, we have a better chance at Brian Flores than Jim Harbaugh. I really want Jim Harbaugh because, with Michigan, he was on Michigan for like 7 to 8 years, right? If I'm not mistaken. He had one mission was to beat Ohio State. It took him so many years to do it. And he finally got the job done. With Jim Harbaugh on his team, I really think he could really change this culture with this team, in my opinion. Same thing with Brian Flores. I know a lot of people don't want him. Oh, he's like another Joe Judge. But listen, it's not his fault the Miami Dolphins went 1-7 at the beginning of the year. After that, he took his team to a 7 to 8 game winning streak.
9 games.
9 games? Yeah, 9. If that's not good coaching, I don't know what is to some people. I know with Joe Judge, we're going to play for 60 minutes. Forget all that, all right?
Yeah, and
the thing is, we get tired of it. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think the thing with Brian Flores and Joe Judge, Brian Flores can resonate with the other guys on the team. Joe Judge just has to be right all the fucking time. It's just a circle. He thinks he knows what he's talking about every single thing. Brian Flores can admit when he's wrong, and he can have personal relationship with the players. Let's be honest, Joe Judge, half the time it looked like he didn't even care.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be honest, too. The reason why I want Forrest, too, hometown. He's from the whole town in New York.
Die-hard Giants
I want so bad. So when he understands how badly we sucked, let's be honest, he probably understands. He'll probably have some history. Because the Giants, besides those 4 Super Bowls, we've been a great franchise. Let's be honest. Our franchise is amazing. 4 Super Bowls, that's a franchise. But the last couple of years, we look like a terrible franchise. Like, our comparison right now is the Lions.
We've been worse than the Lions over the past 5 years.
Yeah, that's how sad we have been. And we're probably worse than the Jets. Let's think that we're worse than the freaking New Jersey Jets, who play in the same freaking stadium as us. And the Bills, who I think have been the biggest turnaround because they used to be called the trash ass Jets. Now they're called the New York Jets. The New York, oh my God, Bills. Jeez, they're the only New York team.
Look, Nate,
yeah,
you really know what's more sad? The Lions have more heart than the Giants for the whole season.
Yes.
Like, how's that possible? The Lions
you know why that's possible? It's Dan Campbell. That's why it's possible. Campbell's, in my opinion, is going to be a really good coach. I like his attitude. I like what he's saying. He fights for his guys. That's something that Georgia's never does. He didn't fight for his guys.
No, he never done that.
I don't think in the locker room he was probably like, yeah, whatever. We lost, whatever. 1, 2, 3 Giants, and then they just left. I think that's probably how it goes.
And one thing that I didn't like about Joe Judge, in the post-game press conferences when we won, he would say, I told you guys this is going to be a close one. Never tell your team this is going to be a close one. You want to tell them you're going to stomp them the fuck out and you're going to kill the opponent. Never tell your team this is going to be a close game, guys.
And remember what I said? I said this team's not aggressive. We're not an aggressive football team. We see the Chiefs doing spread offenses and just saying go. We do freaking old shit, fullback, running back, the whole freaking running back group. We have to bring 2 fullbacks on this freaking team.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Joe Judge, here's why I was really frustrated with him. At the last game against the Washington football team, who does a quarterback sneak twice in a row? Like 2 times. It doesn't make any sense. AOC, I see you backstage, but after our 30 minutes, we gonna we get out. Oh,
after every topic, we'll get callers on.
Yeah, we'll bring people on.
Yeah, we're gonna do it like that. Oh, here's the news we all been waiting for, right? Joe Shine is our new general manager for the New York Giants.
Let's go!
Hey, real quick, before we get into this, can I ask you guys a question about the NBA real quick?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Ask what you want to ask.
So tonight's games, we got 6 games. Lakers and Magic at 7. I have the Lakers winning. What about you guys?
Mavericks.
I said Magic.
Oh shit. Okay, that's a blowout. The Lakers don't lose that. They're just a terrible team.
What about you, Jaden?
I got nothing too much to say about the NBA.
Then,
listen. I mean, the Lakers are losing, so I can't say much. Yo, what up, Biz? Yeah, we have about Joe Shine. Of course, man. Look. As a culture, man, this fan base, we can finally be happy, bro.
And we went outside. What does that happen?
We finally thought outside the box. That's all we wanted this whole time, man. I don't want to keep going the same route. We go to that coach. He's related to him. No. Think outside the box. Let's go in a different route. Let's see the different results.
John Mara did the right thing. We can finally say that he did the right thing. Not the wrong thing, the right thing.
And the game of the night, Raptors and Wizards. I have the Wizards winning that one. What about you guys?
What game did you say?
Raptors, Wizards.
Oh, Wizards.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the Wizards. But in my head, I want to say Raptors for some reason.
You know, it used to be the Washington Bullets, but they changed it because it was too controversial.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Wizards too. It was a good name.
I'm not a big fan of it. But back to the Joe Shine topic. I'll let Nate take this one.
Oh, this is my number 1 candidate. My number 1. I wanted this dude so bad. Him or Peters, I was fine with.
Oh yeah.
Cool too. We had some great candidates. I like the candidates that we brought in. We took it right, interview by interview. We said which guy fit the system the most. And I think John Mara probably said this dude's he has experience as a scout, and he's a young mind. We finally didn't win with an old head. Finally, jeez. We finally took someone who's actually younger. He's 42 years old. He's not a freaking Dave Gelman 61-year-old.
Yep. Talk to him, Nate.
But yeah, you guys can go because I'm hyped. This is a great GM pickup.
Look, my personal opinion about Joe Shine, I'm hyped right now. You know why? We can finally have a new general manager who knows what he's doing. He's gonna make the right trades, the right drafts, which player to keep, which player to cut. I really like this move, in my opinion, because with Dave Gettleman last year or 2 years ago, I think we were supposed to get rid of him at the time, but most of us didn't want that to happen. We was like, let's give Dave Gettleman a chance, you know, let him fix the roster. He done that. For the last 2 to 3 years, we haven't been getting no results, literally zero progress with Dave Gettleman. But in terms of drafting is what saved Dave Gettleman's career, right?
Yes.
To be honest with you.
Is anyone backstage? Because Logan's out here. Is anyone backstage?
Zeke was, but I told him after we cover the topics, I'll just bring people on.
Okay.
Because I want to do it one at a time, you know?
Yes, I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, Logan. Me and Nate got our thoughts already. We pretty much decided, but speak.
Yeah, let me go over this real quick because actually I want to. Let me read this real quick because I did my video.
Wait. Yo, Logan, I actually got I'll share my screen. We could just read. You could just read it.
Okay.
I'll share it right now. Yeah, I wanted to show y'all something.
I'm scared. I don't know if I can read.
All right, don't ever make that sound again. Be professional here, bro.
I am. All right. Swirly circle.
There you go.
Okay. This isn't very professional, Jaden.
There you go.
Hey, yo, take it off the screen. There's a naked woman. You can't show that on stream. Yeah, let me just read what I was.
Are you sure?
Yeah, let me just read what I was gonna read. Because I don't know. If
I
don't know if you can show that. Okay, so
I'm not sure.
Joe Schoen's message to the fans. Let me make this very good. The work begins. My immediate focus is to hire a head coach who I will work in lockstep to create a collaborative environment for our football operations. A person who possesses the ability to lead an organization and the ability to motivate and develop players. On the personal side, we will begin to evaluate our roster and prepare for the draft and free agency. Our goal is to build a roster that will be competitive, have depth, and most importantly, win football games. Joe Schoen.
Oh my dude.
Build depth. Finally, some depth.
And guess what he said? Depth. And you know what I think it's a hint of? Offensive line. That's a hint. That's a hint right there.
Listen, I told you. Listen, with the 5, 7, maybe second round, offensive line. I'm telling you, depth is important, is key.
Yep. And you know what I think
once you have great depth to your team, great things can happen.
You know what can also happen? We can draft the Cody Dean. I think that's a perfect fit. Let's be honest. Trade down, get your picks because we have a rebuild. We're going full rebuild, so we can trade down, get some more picks, and we take a linebacker who can help us. Take Crowder and him. That's young. That's two guys who are hungry. Two guys who want to make a statement. Two guys who are probably going to compete with each other to make each other better every single day.
Yeah,
I am a big coach. I watched this dude for the last two weeks now. I am an Coney Dean fan. Yeah. I want this dude on the Giants so bad.
And do you guys want me to list? Giants posted a thing on Twitter, said 5 things you need to know about GM Joe Schoen. You want me to read it?
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Previous position, Buffalo Bills assistant general manager, 20th year in the NFL, 5 years with Buffalo. Previously worked in Miami Dolphins front office as director of player personnel. Schoen had served as the assistant general manager of the Buffalo Bills since 2017. Buffalo made the postseason 4 out of his 5 seasons after the franchise hadn't made it since 1999. The Bills, who are a back-to-back AFC East champions, are currently preparing for the divisional round game against the Kansas City Chiefs in a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. Schoen, 42, has some 20 years of scouting and executive experience in the NFL. Prior to joining the Bills in 2017, he had been in the Miami Dolphins front office for most of the previous decade, serving the last 3 as a director of player personnel. Schoen spent the 2013 season as the Dolphins' assistant director of college scouting and serving the first 5 years with Miami as one of the team's national scouts. Additionally, he led Miami's preparation assessment and a question of potential professional and collegiate free agents. He spearheaded NFL draft preparations, including evaluation and draft board construction, while also serving as a key what the hell does that say? Between the coaching staff and personal staff. So
And we got some meetings too that's happening right now. Martindale and Lindsey Frazier are gonna get meetings. So
Yeah,
Okay.
look. It was reports saying that Giants are really interested in Brian Flores, but I know some people don't want him because they said he's like another Joe Judge.
hell no, that's not a judge. Listen, I understand for the defensive side of part. I understand that part of it, but I just think it's honestly two different people. Let's be honest, they're not the same person.
Like I said, he can resonate with players. Joe Judge can't.
And yes, I want a locker room that's gonna be hyped as shit. I want a locker room that's just going crazy before the game, who are excited to play football. Not a dead team. We already seen on the sidelines this season. These players are dead. Before the game started, these players weren't even hyped for the game.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, man. But Jen, if you want to bring us our next topic.
Speaking of offensive coordinators, right?
Mhm.
Who are you most excited for?
I like Marcus Brady personally from the Colts. They know how to use their running back tandem or trio. Actually, they have obviously Taylor. They have Naheem Hines and Marlon Mack. Naheem Hines is more the little scat back. They use him on third down, screen passes. They use him in the slot. Jonathan Taylor is the pound it up the middle and occasionally give him a sweep on the outside. Marlon Mack, he's the power back. But I like what they do with their running back tandem over there. They use their receivers pretty well. They don't have the most talented guys. They have Michael Pittman. T.Y. Hilton is washed up. He should be retired after this season. But I like what they're doing over there. I think Daniel Jones can be a guy like Carson Wentz. He can occasionally get outside the pocket and make some plays happen. But they have a power run game. And if we could get, say, Akeem Aquanu and Kenyon Green or Akeem Aquanu and Tyler Linderbaum and Marcus Brady, mid-season, this offense should be rumbling with Saquon.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with something different here. I'm going with a different option. Joe Brady.
Yo.
I'm being honest. I like Joe Brady. Let's be honest. Like, I think people don't understand. This dude was a candidate that basically every team wanted at one point.
Then the
It's
Panthers
not his fault.
collapsed.
The Panthers just suck at quarterbacks. It's not his fault.
Well, the thing was, Sam Darnold was doing good until week 3. Then Christian McCaffrey got hurt.
That's what I mean. We have Saquon. He's the running back.
Saquon's gonna get hurt.
Bro, I just think Joe Brady's offense fits a lot what our offense is gonna be. Run heavy first.
I feel you.
But it's my thoughts, but
You know, Logan wants Marcus Brady. Nate wants Joe Brady.
We should get Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady. I was just about to say that. Look, I'll bring in Tom Brady. But look, nah, I don't want to joke. But I would like Marcus Brady because you know what? He built the Colts offensive line. That's where it start. When they got the offensive line, why you think Hines, Jonathan Taylor, and the other running back?
Mac.
Yeah, and Marlon Mack, why you think they was having a good season? Where you have offensive line in front of you, your offense can do what they want to do. When you don't build an offensive line, bad things could happen. Why do you think they took Quentin Nelson early in the first round? Because he's one of the best guards on the board. And when they took him, look where the offensive line went ever since. You know, it's certain things you gotta just address, man.
Yep.
and you know what's happening, bro? I honestly think Brian Flores will be our head coach. I'm expecting that so bad because I think Shane probably already called him. I think at this point they said they called him today or the other day.
And if I'm being honest with you, because this defense, if Brian Flores takes over, is going to want to be blitz heavy, man-to-man, zero blitz team. I mean, imagine with Leonard Williams, we have Xavier McKinney, Dexter Lawrence. This D-line, if schemed properly, can get some pressure. And you can also blitz McKinney. We might bring back Peppers on a one-year prove-it deal. I honestly would not be shocked if I see Adoree Jackson move to safety, because he's not the best man-to-man guy. So if we were to move him to safety and he could drop back in a cover 2 zone, I would not be mad.
Yeah, and I honestly think give Raymond Johnson a shot.
Yeah.
I'm being honest, bro. That dude, when I seen that guy, that dude has the best spin moves I've ever seen for a that dude's fast, bro. Like that dude, I've never seen a defensive lineman move like that. Like that's crazy.
I've seen
his
plenty of
size-
them move like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he's someone who should absolutely get a shot. 'Cause-
I like Raymond Johnson. He's like a Daniel Hunter type.
Yeah. That's basically it on that.
And then Ellerson Smith is that guy that you put on the special teams D line to block kicks because he's like 6'8".
I like that dude on the defensive line, to be honest with you. Like, we have depth. Like, I trust Ellison Smith to give me a couple snaps.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we covered the offensive side, who we want. Now, we're going to flip it around and switch it to the defensive side.
I'm being honest with you. If Brian Flores is our head coach, he's going to control that defense.
Yep. But if it's not him, Martindale. That's a guy I want so bad. Now, think about this. Old school. And I think if Flores says, I want this dude, old school guy. If Flores is like, I don't want to coach defense. I just want to coach my team. If Flores just says that, he probably looks at Marty and is like, that's a guy who I respect. That's a guy who I probably, he's going to bring this. He brings up, dude, in the interviews, they're saying he's a bad guy, bro. And that's someone I want. I want someone just to go crazy in that locker room. I want someone who just brings that intention of badness. Someone that brings that intention that we're gonna go on the field and let's just go crazy. Let's just get a couple picks. Let's go.
To play devil's advocate here, if you're Wink Martindale as a defensive guy, you see that Chicago head coaching job open. What Khalil Mack and those D linemen, wouldn't you want to be a head coach in Chicago?
No, I mean that, but if I'm telling you, bro, New York's a big market.
It is.
It's a big market. And if he says that, bro, he sees that job. He's like, I may get a job next year.
Yeah. And I love Ojulari. So imagine if we get Martindale, I'm being honest with you. I see Azeez Ojulari as a spitting image of Matthew Judon.
Hey, and we have Slay backstage.
Slay, we're gonna go through some more questions and then we'll have you on. We're gonna have callers on one at a time to ask us some questions after.
Yeah. On my channel, I want to do it around the 30-minute mark. I don't want to wait too long because I don't want them getting impatient. I know people are.
Yeah. It's fine, bro. Give us about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. We're gonna do it like that.
I'm gonna block that guy.
I have a question. Yeah, do that. If you were the general manager of the New York Giants, what would you do to save this team?
Build the trenches, offensive line, defensive line, edge rushers, and I'd get some DBs in here and some receivers that can block.
For me, if I was the general manager of the New York Giants, build offensive line, try to have more confidence in some of these players. Some of these players don't be playing up the part. That's unacceptable. I don't like that. Another thing, get the defense like 1 or 2 linebackers, get an edge. By the way, we don't have to give up a lot of rushing yards or give up coverage. I want to do more man-to-man coverage. I don't like zone, but Bradbury has been getting cooked in man-to-man coverage lately, so I could kind of see why we do zone. But I think Adoree Jackson has been our best corner, to be honest with you.
And it's like, if I'm being honest with you, the reason I've been shit-talking James Bradbury a lot this year. You guys can go back in my videos. I've been trashing this guy. But if we're being honest here, when does James Bradbury collapse in man-to-man coverage? Fourth quarter when we need him most. He's tired. The defense is on the field the whole game. Remember that one play in Miami, he got absolutely cooked by Devontae Parker?
I don't know.
Hold on.
In my opinion, I just think he's washed.
You can't say he's washed when he just had an all-pro year. I think the defense is just on the field too much.
Yeah,
I believe that too, but I just
true.
don't. Like, there's times when he's on the field and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like,
it's been times where he's been getting cooked on the field too.
Yeah, I think it's that problem too, though. I think it's just the offense just being trash. Like, we get off the field and like I think I counted as 2 minutes. Offense should not be on the field for 2 minutes. Is like for the Chiefs, it's probably like 2 plays.
Yeah, and it's like, if we're being honest here, to play devil's advocate, when I see Aaron Robinson, I see prime Jackrabbit. I think he has that kind of potential. Maybe it's just the dreads and nostalgia, but I think Robinson has potential to be the next generation.
Coverage, dude. I just like this dude's nasty attitude, bro. I just like this dude I like this dude's freaking I like this dude in man-to-man scheme. I don't like this dude in zone though.
I like Robinson. I really do.
Yo,
Yeah.
what's up,
He can
Adrian?
play
What's up?
safety, a corner. He can play
Yeah.
both. So
And
he
it's
can-
like there's not a lot of corners in the NFL who are willing in man-to-man coverage. There's not a lot of DBs anymore who are willing to punch you in the chest.
yes.
Robinson's willing to do that. I love that shit.
Hey, yo.
What's up,
Yeah.
Adrian?
Yeah, what's up, Adrian? Oh, thank you, YouTube. I just hit 170 subscribers. I appreciate y'all. I
Get it.
appreciate everybody. And now, if you were an offense coordinator, how would you love to run this offense for the New York Giants?
Power run. Enough said.
What is the name? Run.
No. It's like what type of play calling would you do?
Oh, my offense. Okay. My offense would probably be. I would actually want to see an ISO offense, to be honest.
That's a good. I like that.
One running back, one fullback, because for some goddamn reason we like our fullbacks, and then you have your basically your offensive line. But I want to see a lot of fullbacks. I like the Shane Lemieux thing we did like a couple years ago. Shane Lemieux in the backfield. That's 7 offensive linemen. What the fuck is Jaden doing?
R.I.P. Jaden.
But what's up, Big? What's up, chat? We have Rod. What's up?
We got Miz, we got Mac, we got Roy Dawkins, we got Adrian, we got some dude that tried to spam us, and we got AK. But
What's up? You guys can leave comments too. We'll definitely answer your guys' comments too.
yes, and when we're done with the topics, for the new people in the chat, when we're done with topics, we're gonna let you guys call. It's like a radio show. We take one caller at a time.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, that's my dad, by the way. Appreciate you.
Oh shit! What's up?
Hey, leave the cursing alone, my dad.
Yeah.
Let's be professional here.
But in all seriousness, I like Daniel Jones has intangibles, but we need a good left tackle, right tackle, center, and left guard. We need to protect this blind side, and if we're being honest, with a good running game, with screen passes underneath to Tony, Slayton, they could take it the distance. They got the speed, and occasionally you go deep. Daniel Jones is Carson Wentz, if we're being honest here.
That's dude. I told the people at my school today. I'm like, bro, he's Carson Wentz.
Daniel Jones is reckless. Literally, don't give this man a check. If you are our offensive coordinator, do not design running plays for Daniel Jones. He is Carson Wentz. He is reckless. He will try to get himself injured.
You know what? Also, I hate. Listen, we know he's just brain smarts. He's from Duke. Brain smarts. Honestly, his brain smarts are probably freaking IQ levels.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Nerd.
All right.
Football and street smarts are absolutely terrible, bro. Bro, when you're on the football field, it's just like, oh, what did you run into a linebacker? Boom, he's dead. Then you see the car. Then you see everything else that's out. I'm like, bro, slide. You have had 4 years to learn how to freaking slide, and you still don't know how to slide. His sliding is terrible. This dude just falls down.
Let's be honest. With a good running game, with decent receivers and a good O-line, Daniel Jones is Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah.
He's yeah, and I think, and also, not to this is Slade too. That's the thing that Jalen Hurts needs to be really successful. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
but Jalen Hurts can get away with a bad O-line because he's mobile. Daniel Jones is fast, straight line, but he does not know how to maneuver a pocket.
That's what I mean, and that's why I like the Eagles' offense. It's run heavy. They have a good offensive line. You run that. You run the game.
Run that shit.
Yeah, and then you do play action. That's what you do. Play
All
action, run. Play action, run.
Yeah,
That's how
look.
you do things.
Yeah, look. Since we pretty much covered most of the stuff, it's time to bring people on.
Yeah.
Not only then, we got the Ravens fan. What's up, Nas?
What's going on, y'all?
What's going on?
How y'all feeling?
Yo,
Good.
we good. What's your
Alright.
opinion about y'all getting rid of Martindale, Wink Martindale?
Well, it's kind of upsetting because nobody was bringing the blitz like us for like the past 10 years, and nobody in the league and everything. So it's gonna be difficult to find a good replacement. But everybody been asking him for a head coaching job, even the Giants and everything. And I'm pretty sure that'd be, I would love for y'all to have him and stuff like that. So, you know, because y'all been trying to get him for years and stuff like that, I heard. So, you know, I would love, like, really than any other team, but, you know, I would love y'all to have him.
Yeah. And this is this last season was Lamar's last year of his contract, right?
Yeah, but we had released some players so we can open up space, like Calais Campbell was retiring, Jimmy Smith, Pernell McPhee, some of the old players that we had since 2011, since our Super Bowl run. So we could open up the space to get Lamar a contract, which I think he's deserving of as a dual threat quarterback.
Hey, Nas, we asked you this question. What's your personal opinion about Lamar Jackson going into the next season?
Just working on some more passes. There's still some stuff he need to work on. You know, trying to figure out the blitz, cover zero blitz, because if for any other quarterback, especially that can't run, they can't figure out. Some of them can't figure out how to you know, defend the blitz. So he got to work on the passing, some of the vision downfield, pocket presence, and you know, it sucks for them to have a season into injury when we need them as a fan standpoint. So we're gonna try to work on that.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss a lot of Ravens fans off. I was discussing this a few weeks ago. Lamar Jackson's gonna be a Pittsburgh Steeler.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Or how about this? What's your, like, when the Ravens gets everybody back, you know, everybody get the healthy and stuff, do you think they'll finally have a chance to make that playoff run or go to that Super Bowl y'all been trying to do?
Yeah, once we keep in mind we got a couple of good picks in the draft, good early picks and everything. So we pretty much got everything covered. The running backs, receivers, my guy Mark Andrews, who led the league in receiving yards as a tight end and touchdowns and everything. We got him. We got an awesome tight end group. You know, we working on everything we got. We really just need to cover our O-line, some more O-line, because we lost Orlando Brown to the Chiefs and everything.
Yeah.
Like a year back. So once we get that, I think we got a good chance.
Yeah, man. Like, is there any coach like you want on this team, or any coaches you're looking for?
To be honest with you, I don't know what happened to Wade Phillips, the Rams' old defensive coordinator. I would love to have him on the team. That's when they won when they went to the Super Bowl. Excuse me, on 2018. To face the Patriots, but I would love him because he had a good mindset on the team.
You know, is it like you got any last thoughts or whatever?
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on the broadcast.
No, it's all good. You know, you want to give any shout outs or whatever?
Yeah, shout out to all, you know, for speaking to me. Shout out to all Ravens fans. Shout out to all football lovers, and yeah.
Yeah, look, Nas, we appreciate you having on, considering you're a Ravens fan, but I'm actually cool with Ravens fans. I have no issue, but the only issue I got when y'all beat us in the Super Bowl, I'm still salty.
I hope we get another rematch.
Yeah, hopefully soon. Maybe next 2 to 3 years, man. But we appreciate you having on us.
Thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate you guys. Y'all guys have a blessed night, blessed weekend.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir. Yep. And now, our next caller, Eagle Sun Sister, AK. What's up, my man?
Yo, what's good, guys? How you doing, guys?
What's
We good?
Okay.
All right.
Yo, so fill me in, man. I've missed a lot. I just wanted to jump on here and chat it up with you guys real fast. I've been doing the fundraiser this past week and everything, and kind of fell off. What's your guys' news so far? Your latest news? Like, what you guys got going on? Fill me in.
Giants have hired GM Joe Shane, and we're looking at either Brian Flores, Dan Quinn, or Brian Dable for head coach.
Nice.
That's
You
basically
like it so
the news for
far?
Giants. That's basically everything that's been happening.
You like the GM hire though?
Yeah,
Yes.
Joe Shane's pretty good.
That's good.
But
He's on the Bills. He's the
I have a-
assistant GM.
Since AK called in, I have a question for him.
What's up?
I know where you're standing on this because I know you like Jalen Hurts, but just for a hypothetical question, how would you feel if the Eagles were to draft a quarterback in the first round?
I'd be upset.
Elaborate.
That's just putting it, that's putting it nicely. No, man, like there's no reason to. I said it the other night. I believe that Howie and Nick are on the same page. My biggest worry now is the man upstairs, Jeffrey. What's he? Ultimately, he has the final say in everything. And even if Nick and Howie are both on the same page and they want to keep Jalen, if Jeffrey steps in and says, no, I want this, well, do they have enough kahunas to stand there and tell him no? You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
that's kind of that's kind of where I stand now. I'm not too worried about Howie at this point. It's more about Jeffrey. So
Yeah.
I feel you.
AK, I have a question. So, I have been saying this: the Eagles should draft this guy, Drake London from UCLS. He's really good. I like his frame, 6'5", tall receiver, and I honestly think the Eagles should actually draft him.
I'm not taking any offense in this draft, man. No lie. This is a defensive draft. If you're doing offense, you're doing offense in free agency, like a Chris Godwin or
Share my screen.
or an Allen Robinson or a Mike Williams, or a Gallup or somebody like that, and maybe even like a second person like an Emmanuel Sanders or a Day Westbrook or somebody with a smaller cap value but could compete for the third, with Quez and Rager. So I'm also looking at maybe even trying to bring in Minka Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
Interesting. Listen, is it anything you want to say about Jalen Rager now? Do you want to go off, or it's up to you?
No, it's not even worth going off anymore, man. I've had my time. I've went off on him. Just take the $5 million cap hit that he's going to give you and just walk away. It's not even worth it.
Yeah, sure. Brady's MVP, but I figure it'll be Aaron Rodgers.
This season is
What's
the
up,
MVP.
AJ?
This season is.
Yeah, I can understand it. Eagles on scissor. Is it who would you want to draft for the Eagles?
Well, my 15 is going to be either Lloyd or Neal, whatever linebacker's there. If they're both there, probably taking Neal. With 16, I'm going to take Jordan Davis. And with 19, I'm either taking Booth or Sauce. Whichever one of those are there.
Okay.
But that's my first three. And then my second, and then my two after that is going to be Kine from Georgia, the safety, and Smoke Monday.
Okay.
Because you need secondary help.
Yeah.
So that's where I stand so far.
Yup, the AJ show. Yup, that's triple threat. All right,
Yep.
look, Slay. I'm gonna bring up this comment. Who deserves the MVP, Cooper Kupp or Jonathan Taylor? Who will most likely get it between Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers? I'll let everybody go.
Oh, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. AK, it's on you.
Who deserves it in my eyes, man? It could go either way between Cooper Cup and Jonathan Taylor. You know, they both are very well deserving of it. Indy is not what Indy was without Jonathan Taylor, and the same with, you know, the Rams and Cooper Cup. Cooper Cup had one hell of a year. He really did. I really would like to just give it to Cooper, but I think Rodgers should be the one, but in the end, Tom Brady is 43 years old, playing at a high level. 45, sorry, yeah, my bad. 45, playing at a high level the way he is. Yeah, there's no way that Brady doesn't walk away with it because of his age, let alone the shit he's done, you know, so.
My opinion, it should go to TJ Watt, 22 sacks.
I agree, but that ain't gonna happen. That's why I never said it.
Yeah.
If anybody deserves it, it's TJ for sure, hands down. But.
Yeah, look, we can all agree that TJ Watt is a defensive player of the year.
He is. Yeah, they probably already got up while he announced it.
Yeah, but he's MVP too, man. Like, he is the most valuable player to that team.
Yeah, true.
Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They most likely going to give it to the quarterback because quarterback is always in the favorite, which I don't think is fair in my opinion because other people could do way more, but they're not going to get recognized or they're not going to get credit for it.
I agree.
But is there any questions you have for us for the Giants fans?
Nah, man, I just wanted you guys to catch me up on your news real fast, you know, because I've been out of the loop for a week. So
nothing has been happening besides the GM search. Yeah, we have our GM today.
Nate got glasses, if that helps.
Yeah, I got glasses.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Did you guys release any players or anything yet so far?
No,
not yet.
We haven't done anything besides the GM.
Gotcha.
Trust me, it's a lot of players. I want to release myself.
Yeah, we're gonna probably have a whole page of transactions.
Yeah, but is it any last thoughts or words or what you got?
No, man, I'm good on my end. You know, good luck this off season. Hope you guys get what you want, and you know, hopefully next year we're all competitive and still fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look. Before we get the next caller in, subscribe to Eagles on his sister channel, right? You know, with the fundraising thing. You know, everybody just go to his channel and support him because you know we show love over here.
Yep.
Yes, for sure. 100%, man. Appreciate you guys.
All right.
Salute to
You
you.
guys have a good one. You too, man.
And now, our next caller.
right,
Here we go. All right.
I mean, I don't know what to say. Should I do you guys' lottery numbers?
By the way, real quick,
as well?
CJ, because I know your CJ Talks rants. Whenever you want to rant, just snap your fingers.
We have our own
and
music.
We have
What's
rant
that
music.
rant about, man? I mean,
Listen, if you want to rant, I got the music for you.
nah,
It-
man.
it-
There's nothing to rant about. This is CJ happy right now. Okay, no CJ rants today. All right, keeping it cool,
Great.
keeping it cool. Much like Nate's new glasses.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, you're looking more and more like me every day. But nah, man, today is a great day. Joe Shane has been my guy since day one. I've been wanting this guy pretty much since Gelman had retired. Okay, he was my number one guy from the get go. Him and Peters was a very close second. It was pretty much a 1A, 1B type of thing. On one hand, while I loved Peters as a talent evaluator, Shane what I think drove it home with him wasn't just the fact he isn't just a great talent evaluator. He's not just a guy that could manage the cap and have all these great connections at coach as far as head coaches go. He is the type of guy that you want to entirely clean house with, okay? And Peters, while I think he could be that type of general manager, Shane is the number one guy for that operation, okay? He is here to basically rid of the last 10 years of atrocious football from the New York Giants. He is going to be the guy that is going to establish a new winning culture, bring the Giants back to prominence, and more importantly, bring the Giants back to relevancy. The Giants have been stuck in the mud. The Giants have been stuck in the 70s, 80s, and 90s for far too long. Joe Schoen is the guy that's going to bring the Giants back into modern football, okay? To hell with Gettleman, to hell with Joe Judge and his 1985 style of coaching. Joe Schoen is the man for the job. I am excited. I have not been this optimistic about the future in probably since the first time I've been a Giants fan. Because as a fan, initially the Giants were always good. We may not have been competing for Super Bowls all the time, but we was always in that 8 to 10 win mark. With Joe Schoen now, I feel as though he is going to be the man to bring us back to where we once was. But it ain't going to be an overnight thing, okay? This is not going to be another microwave type of system. No, this is going to be bare minimum a 3-year process, okay? Mm-hmm. Even though I could, if things are set up the right way, that he could turn this around in 2 years. I'm looking at it from a 3-year. This is a 3-year project essentially, and as far as coaches that I would like to bring in, Brian Flores would be nice. I like him a lot. He was my number 2 guy as far as head coaching guy, as far as head coaches to begin with. But honestly, the more I hear about Brian Flores, while I can't knock his results, listen, man, he's gone through how many different coaching hires? How many assistant coaches has he been through? Remember, Patrick Graham was there with him for a year and Graham left. So if I'm bringing in a new head coach, well, again, I'd be fine with Flores. If you are, you better bring in a strong offensive mind alongside with him, okay? This has got to be a move where if you are going to do a retrend, you better have some young blood in there with it, because when we look at the 2 defensive-minded coaches that made the playoffs, Belichick and Sean McDermott, what do they both have in common? Strong offensive-minded coaches, as well as a bright young quarterback. So if I'm looking for head coaching hires, Brian Dable is my number 1, because I feel as though he could very easily be the next big shot offensive mind. He could be. I don't know if he could be our Sean McVay, but he could very easily be
Sean McVay.
He could be our next. He could be our next Kyle Shanahan. He could be our next Mike LaFleur on offense. Number 2 would be Brian Flores, just because I feel as though, while Miami has done a relatively fine job as far as building up that roster, Chris Greer has far proven himself as far as being an elite executive. If you get the right offensive mind with Brian Flores to go along with an elite executive like Joe Schoen, I'm all for it. I am all aboard on the Joe Schoen train. And so my process, if I'm Joe Schoen, I don't even want to hear about a quarterback this offseason. I don't miss me with the Deshaun Watson rumors going around. Joe Schoen's number 1 priority is to build a foundation so that whoever the next quarterback is could step right in and be our next franchise quarterback.
Al Michaels isn't thinking retirement with NBC deal ending soon.
Another childhood favorite of mine. But yeah, this I pretty much get it. You and I pretty much guessed this as soon as Joe Judge got fired. I said it then, I said it now. I think the Giants already know who their next GM is going to be. And if it is who I think it's going to be, Brian Dable is probably going to be coming alongside with him. Now, as far as Daniel Jones goes, Daniel is going to be, for all we know, Daniel is going to be here for one more year. He's going to be here for one more year. He's going to be the stopgap.
I've been trying to say that.
I could see him having a relatively successful season, but after that, I could very easily see the Giants moving on from Daniel and drafting their quarterback next year. I got my boy Steph, who's a big Ohio State fan. He's gonna keep it a buck with me as far as CJ. Is it Stroud?
Yeah.
CJ Stroud. Yes, he is. He is going to keep me updated on whether or not CJ Stroud is going to be a franchise caliber quarterback. But before then, I was thinking about this on my way home. Barring any serious trade down options, I already know let me not say no. I already have a strong indication as far as what the Giants are going to do as far as the draft goes. It's either going to be Neil or it's either going to be Neil, Eakum, or Cross at 5, and then it's Tyler Linderbaum at 7. You have to build it. If for no other reason, you have to build it. You have to build upon this offensive line. If for no other reason, you want whoever the next quarterback that we invest in to not have to do with the Daniel Jones or Eli Manning debacle. Because I don't care what quarterback the Giants bring in next year. If he does not have at least a functional offensive line, we're going to be doing this again every 2 to 3 years. So, Joe Shane, your number one priority, fix this line, please. You have the picks to do it. I do not care if you have to waste 2 first-round picks. I do not care if you have to waste 2 first-round picks.
Turn it up.
Do it. Do it, please. Now, if there is an edge rusher in this draft that you think is going to be a bona fide 10-year star, by all means. But I don't see it outside of the 2 top guys in Hutcherson and Thibodeau. I don't see an edge rusher in this draft that I think is top 10 worthy. I would trade down if I want to go edge rusher. But if I can't, which I probably won't because there's not a quarterback in this draft worth trading up for, I'm spending these 2 picks on a line. That's my approach. Shane, welcome aboard. I am excited to see what this man could do.
That was my idea.
In years.
Yeah, look, listen. Yeah, look, I like that we would change the music. I gotta give Logan credit. He came up with this idea. I didn't come up with it. Shout out to Logan.
Now this music is like, I'm digging the orange hair though.
Yo, CJ, is there any last thoughts or you got any questions for us before we get to the next caller?
What do you mean orange hair?
From the camera view, it looks like your hair is orange.
I know, it's just the light reflecting.
Oh,
my hair is brown.
Okay, CJ, we try to be professional. It's not the top to roast here.
Hey man, look at my hair. I got peace for days. But no, I guess now that Shane is higher, give me your top 3. Realistically speaking, give me your top 3 potential head coaches candidates.
Me, myself, and I.
Okay.
That's my personal one.
Brian Dable 1, Brian Flores 2, Jim Harbaugh 3.
Yeah, I actually go with Logan. Yeah, I'll
Four
agree.
is 1.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna go 4 is 1.
He said
Dabble 2, and then Harbaugh 3.
What? Okay, wow. I'm the only one who's drastically different. Well, except for the top 2.
my boy said
I got-
Dan Quinn, Bill O'Brien, and Kyle Shanahan.
Block that guy. Get rid of him. No. I got Dable 1, Flores 2. I know he's old. I don't think the Giant. I'm not even sure if the Giant. Okay, no, I said realistically. Harbaugh, I don't think. Harbaugh, I think it's a snowball chance. Dan Quinn, not a fan. I wouldn't mind Leslie Frazier, but I think he's more in line to be like a top level assistant.
Drake.
My number 3, probably Jim Caldwell.
Oh, I like that.
Jim Caldwell.
I like Caldwell a lot.
I was initially gonna go with Jack Del Rio, but I'm like, nah. I think Caldwell is more proven. He is. He's already a proven commodity. The fact that he did win in Detroit leads me to believe. But again, it's his age that I'm really worried about. And especially since he's been out of the game for like a while now. I think at this point, unless then again, I could. The Jacksonville job is probably Doug Peterson's to lose, and that's if we bring in Doug Peterson just as a just for an interview, I wouldn't mind it. But I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to be quite honest with you guys, and y'all correct at me if you want, since I do it all the time. I think Doug Peterson is more realistic than Flores.
Kick the music on.
Yes, CJ.
Yes.
You got any last words for everybody? You know what you want to give your shout outs?
I mean, again, man, Jaden, it's always a pleasure. Logan, I can't wait to chat it. Logan, I can't wait to chat it up with you as far as football tomorrow. Nate, you are my son, and I love you for it. But again, man, it's a great day. It's a great day to be a Giants fan.
You all good, miss. You all good.
But now it's where the real work comes in. Okay, getting the right executive, hiring the right executive was one thing. Now it's all about who is Joe Schoen going to bring in to reestablish the culture of the Giants, because it's not just going to be about talent evaluation and hiring the right coach. No, it's about getting rid of all the garbage from our scouting team, player evaluations. Get Kevin Abrams the hell out of here. Now it's all about who is Joe Schoen going to bring on? When is Joe Schoen going to bring on his own scouting department, his own guys for player evaluation? That's the real work. And again, I'm hopeful, but it's all a wait and see moments at this point.
Before you go, CJ, what's your thoughts on Mike McDaniel? He's a nerdy Sean McVay, bro.
I mean, to tell you, to be honest, Logan, and I know had we hired Peters, Mike McDaniel was going to be one of the coaches that we could have potentially brought in. I love this kid. I mean, I don't know what it is, but there's just something about him. I don't know if it's his quirkiness, his
He
odd
looks like Nate.
his odd demeanor. I mean, Nate, you know it's all fun, but I don't know, man. There's just
Share my
something.
screen.
There's just something about him. Whether
He
it's his
doesn't look like
whether
me.
it's his charm, his IQ. Listen, man. This guy. Oh my god, that is a disturbing photo,
Dude, first of all, what the? I'm not even looking close to that.
Wait,
guy.
hold on. I think that bottom is CJ Talk Sports, guys.
bro. Stop it. My nose is nowhere near that big. But and that's another guy that I was thinking about throwing my hat in as far as a head coaching goes, but I don't know. I think he still needs a few more years left to prove himself as an offensive mind. I mean, listen, he's working hand in hand with Kyle Shanahan. That's about as close to excellence as you can get. But there's something about this. There's something about Mike McDaniel that I just find kind of charming. You know, I don't care if he's an embarrassment at the podium. I don't care if he's not that good of an interview. The man knows offensive. The man knows offensive football as good as anybody.
He is a nerdy Kyle Shanahan.
Exactly.
Sean McVay.
No. I think he's more Shanahan than McVay. But now that we have Joe Shane, I don't think Mike McDaniel is going to be on our radar as far as head coaches go. I think we're going to be looking at
Niners don't do business with each other.
Yeah, I think we're either going to be looking for guys who have already been a head coach, who have already been head coaches before, and probably guys who Shane has been around as far as his executive experience.
Yep. And then thank you for coming on, CJ. But we got to get your boy Zeke on.
Yes, we do.
Yo.
All right,
All right, bye,
CJ.
CJ.
It's like, look, it's like, do I want to bring one caller or bring in two people?
Well, who are the two people?
Zeke and Slay.
Do it. Just
Yep.
bring both of them. But
Yeah,
both of
look, Slay and Zeke, we're gonna bring you guys both on. Well, welcome, Zeke. You
Hey
here?
guys,
What's up? Oh, well, Slay not backstage anymore. Slay, I was
Oh.
about to ask Slay in.
What's
Man.
up, Zeke?
I love him. Today's a happy day, man. We got Joe as our GM. I'm excited. The thing about I love him is just like he's a smart GM, and he knows how to draft. So I'm excited. Hopefully we can draft the O-line. Can't wait for the offseason, but I got a question for you guys.
what's up?
If we get so Big Pat made this video. I don't know if you guys seen it. Big Pat made this video of what if we bring Jim as our head coach from Michigan.
Yeah, I like
Uh,
Jim Harbaugh. He knows how to build a program.
Right. If we bring him, right, the Texans already saying that they would like to trade their pick. They would like to trade back their pick. What if we trade with the Texans and then we get a steal with Aiden Hutchinson, right? And then we get in our other pick, we get David Ojabo, right?
2 edge rushers in the first round.
But look, this front seven will be really dominant.
Yeah.
Leonard
where's-
Williams,
Look,
Aiden Hutchinson, David Ojabo, Aziz.
But where's
But-
the O line?
But the thing is, Jim, he knows who to recruit. He knows which good linemen to get in the second or third round.
I get where you're coming from, Zeke, and that's a very good point. But we've been trying to take these second and third round guys and develop them. I'm tired of that. I just want to get the proven prospects so that they can just slide right in and be an NFL player. I'm tired of having these second and third round guys that we think could be something, but end up failing because our coaching staff can't develop prospects.
Oh yeah, look, and speaking of that, right? I don't want to keep signing more free agency. You know why? Free agents always kills us during the season. We sign too many free agents. I personally get tired of it. I want to build my team through the draft and do it the right way.
Yep.
That's how you're supposed to build your team. But with the 5th and the 7th pick, we should go offensive line and try to develop with these young guys and develop with them. You know, try to get them going. But listen, I would love Aiden Hutchinson at 5. The problem is he's going to be available. Do the Giants
There's an offer
really
that
want
the
to
Giants
trade up?
he's talking about, like, if they were to trade up. If I'm being honest with you, I would not be mad if we traded up and took Hutchinson.
Yeah,
but at 7, I'm taking a lineman.
Yeah, look, with 5, I want Evan Neal. Oh, go ahead, Zeke. It's on you.
So, but I get it. We need an offensive line, but I wouldn't even get mad. But the thing is, if they're doing that, we have to get veterans from free agents.
Facts.
Somebody, guess who is being a free agent? The center from the Bucks
and the Titans. Yeah.
He's a really good center.
Alex Coppa.
He's a really good center. If we could get him, I would love to get him, but hopefully we could restructure some contracts though this offseason. But I got a question for you guys. Which player would you rather get cut? Which player do you want to cut?
I'll go first. I'll tell you the one play on defense we need to cut or just get rid of him. Danny Shelton. That's the first guy I want out. Number two, James Bradbury. Gone.
I was saying that too. We could trade him and get a. Is he worth a 2nd round pick?
Who?
James Bradbury.
James Bradbury.
The most I would say is a 3rd. That's what I would go to.
Here's the thing. If we're trading him to a team like a Chiefs team or a Bills team, you might get a late 1st round pick for him because that 32, 31 pick is not that valuable.
Was Slade just in here?
It says device ain't connected.
Oh yeah, so you gotta connect your stuff, young boy.
Look, Slade, I got you on. You all good? I got you on.
But
is it just yeah, you good?
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could probably get a 1st round pick. I wouldn't mind getting a 2nd round pick, trade him. But the thing is, if we're gonna trade him, Dory Jackson's gonna be our number 1 corner. That's a fact, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look. I've been saying that Dory Jackson has been our number 1 corner of the season. I've been getting cursed and yelled at, but coverage-wise, he's been the best in coverage, not Bradbury.
Right.
Bradbury's been getting molested.
If we're gonna trade James Bradbury, we have to get a corner in the 2nd round.
No. I'm telling you, when I look at Aaron Robinson, I see the potential of a prime Janoris Jenkins. Aaron Robinson, Darnay Holmes, we could get a corner. We could get a corner in the 4th round. I'll be happy.
I like Rodarius, to be honest. I love Rodarius, bro. I just like
he tore his ACL though. You can't trust that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just said it for depth reasons. He's the perfect depth guy. He's Grady's brother, which Grady's probably telling him keep a strong mindset because he's a veteran. Let's be honest, Greedy is pretty good. He's not bad, but he's pretty good.
Right.
He's decent.
But when we drafted Aaron Robinson, when I saw his highlights, you're right, Logan. He reminds me of prime Janoris Jenkins. The way he plays, he's physical, and he reminds me of him. It's just, yes, he could be. I could see Aaron Robinson being a pretty good 2nd number 2 corner, but
Bro, I just have this dude. I have this good feeling, bro. He just reminds me of prime Richard Sherman, bro.
We're just comparing him to guys with dreads now. Let's chill
Nate,
out.
yo,
Nate,
Nate, you lucky this the podcast. I would have to
listen to me.
remove
No,
you.
listen to me,
I was gonna
bro.
remove you for 5 seconds.
Listen to me.
Don't compare him to Richard.
Listen, Sherman, what was he? Man corner.
No,
Man to
Sherman's
man.
a zone corner. What are you smoking, bro?
Richard
his
Sherman
prime.
plays zone. He don't play man to man.
In his prime, not
No, in
now.
his prime, he played
Yeah.
zone. The Legion of Boom played zone. They played a cover 3.
Yeah, but the thing is, while they was playing zone, they had the linebackers and edge rushes all the time, so the corners
Yeah.
didn't have to do
I
much.
get where you're coming from, Nate. I get your point.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Robinson reminds me of Janoris Jenkins, but hopefully we could get 2 offensive linemen in the second round. I feel like I don't know if y'all know, there's this player, an edge rusher from San Diego.
Yeah, Cameron Thomas.
Yeah. How many? He had more than 15 sacks this season.
Yeah.
Hey, he could probably be a pretty good. I think it could be a steal.
Yeah.
There's so many good second to third round edge rushers. Myjai Sanders, Isaiah Thomas, Cameron Thomas, Drake Jackson.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if we take Drake because he's a rapper, so I wouldn't mind taking him. So I would like Drake Jackson on the Giants.
Facts.
I want it forever, man. Forever.
Listen. Yeah, look, if we could get Drake Jackson, he could possibly help Kadarius Toney with his new album. You know,
Stop.
a lot of things
Stop.
can happen.
Stop.
No, but go ahead, Zeke.
Yeah. Think about Drake Jackson. I don't.
He's a lover
I don't-
boy.
I don't see him. It's gonna take him. It might take him at least 2 years to develop because I don't see him being a great. Well, don't get me wrong. He could be a good edge rusher, but I don't think his pass rushing is as good as Cameron Thomas. That's what his name from San Diego.
Yeah.
I'd rather have him over Drake Jackson.
I feel you. They're both pretty good.
Yeah, look,
You can see it from the stats. You can see it from the stats. And when you watch film, he's a really good pass rusher. But
look, speaking of edge rushers, right? I really like the development between Azeez Ojulari, Elderson Smith, and Quincy Roche.
And number 91, what's his name? Nate, you were
Raymond
just
Johnson.
talking about him. Yeah, Raymond Johnson.
I really like Austin Johnson though.
I like all of them, but Austin Johnson's an interior guy.
Yeah,
Deep
but
at tackle.
yeah, look, we actually have the future with them. We got to get another edge, get 1 or 2 linebackers, and this defense.
We need more cornerbacks. We see how
Listen.
much important that position is. Secondary is key. We can't just go with the guys we have now. We need more
Wait, hold on.
secondary.
That's true, but listen, we need. You know what else that's been killing us? Linebackers. We don't have linebacker depth. You can get easy passes on the Giants.
That's
Why do
why
you think other teams get a lot of first downs? Every play, you run the ball for 5 to 10 yards. Oh,
If I said, bro, trade down and get Dean. That's
why in the 3rd round, I want Brandon Smith. He's that guy.
I have an idea. So this is just a playing devil's advocate. I don't want to keep the next caller waiting, but this is just one quick thing. Say we take Aquanu and Linderbaum, and by 21, Dean is still there. Are you willing to trade your 2nd round pick and a 4th round pick and a future 3rd for Dean to move up from 36 to 21 to take Dean?
To take who again?
Nakobe Dean, the linebacker from Georgia.
In my personal opinion, I think I would have keep my 3 picks. It's like, do you want to give up 3 picks for one player? But listen, sometimes it works out though. That's crazy.
Think of it this way: he's a thumper. We need a guy who can match up against Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard, Antonio Gibson. And
basically, what you're saying is he's a dog. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Yes.
He's a dog. And he's from
Listen,
Georgia. And we know what
hold
Georgia,
on.
guys.
Wait, hold on. If we want to do that, it's up to Joe showing, right? It's up to
Yeah,
him.
that's what I mean. And I think this is an opportunity where if he's on the board at least 20, I'm getting up. I'm gonna get some picks for them. It's not gonna be a huge haul. It's not gonna be like a haul where it's like freaking going up to like it's the same like someone wants to move up from 40 to 20. That's like that's why you're a whole cap. That's why you're trading literally your picks. But in that situation, the Giants will probably trade their second and their fourth. Get up there, take your guy. And you would sit for the second, or you may trade up because we have more picks. That's why I'm happy with more picks this year because we can trade up. We can have some options where we like a player, trade up, go take your player.
I like your idea, but the thing is, I think Nakobe Dean is the best middle linebacker in this draft, and I think he's gonna be at least. I don't see him passing the 20th pick. That's how good he is. He's grabbed the run, good coverage. Good tackler, but you guys, there's Leo Chanel. Get him in the third round. That's a steal.
Yeah, man. Look, are you a Knicks fan, Zeke?
Oh yes.
Well, I got this one. I got this one question for you before we get the next call. Then you give your shout outs or whatever.
Yeah.
This is for all three of you. What trades are you making for the New York Knicks?
All right. I know some of y'all are like, oh, we should trade Julius Randle, this or that. But this is tough.
Trade RJ Barrett. Trade RJ Barrett. He's trash. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing.
I'll say this though. Barrett, no. I don't want Randall anymore.
Oh because last night he had 4 points. Okay.
No, not that. He's been terrible the whole freaking season. This dude has missed shots that I think Dwayne May can make it at like 40 years old. I'm being honest, bro. Like this dude is complete dog.
Let me tell you why.
He's all right. Go.
He is in the small forward, power forward position. Last year he was playing center. He was playing against. He was Yes. He was a center. It's hard to guard a small forward, power forward. Remember, we didn't have Mitchell Robinson last year.
Yeah, Noel, and he was a great center.
So, but we could probably trade. I wouldn't mind trading Mitchell Robinson.
What? Oh, dude, I would never do that.
I would trade Kemba Walker.
I'm keeping Mitch. He's our only good player.
And
RJ, good players.
Walker.
Everyone else can go. I would put RJ and Mitch are untouchables. Grimes, our younger guys are untouchables. Everyone else can just go.
Let me tell you something. I think Quentin Grimes should have more minutes.
Yes, I agree with that. 100%.
He should have more minutes. The way he plays in college, when you see him play in college, he reminds me of Klay Thompson a little bit.
Yeah, bro. Yes, I'm the biggest Grimes fan. I'm being honest. Like, I want this dude to start literally every game because
I'd rather have him over Kemba Walker this year.
Yes. I'm keeping McBride, bro. And Big Rich in the chat, I'm keeping McBride. I like McBride. I think he just needs. He's he's not like a Quentin Grimes going to start in the lineup. He's not going to be someone who's going to be on the bench. He's a developmental guy.
Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, Nate. Look, he says y'all want Tuto. You know Henry going back to college, right?
Yeah.
Big friend, yeah, he's going back to college.
Oh, that's why I didn't see him in the mock draft.
Yeah, he's out.
Yeah, they say he wants to return. He wants to go back to his college team.
Look,
I smart. I'm being honest. Smart shit.
You know what's crazy? That's a smart decision.
Yes.
I'll tell you why.
All right.
He has a potential to be a pretty. He has potential to be a first-round middle linebacker next year.
AOZ, any last thoughts or give your shout out so I get the next caller in?
Hey, thanks for having me, and make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the notifications. Let's go Giants.
Yes, sir.
Yep, yes, sir.
All right.
Have a good night.
Yep,
Alright.
we appreciate Zeke. And now, let's get this guy in.
Yo, what up, Jaden?
Yo, what's up, Slay?
I'm chill.
Welcome to the stream, my guy.
Yeah, it's been a great show.
All right, listen. Before we ask you any Philadelphia Eagles questions, what's your recap of the Eagles game? Do you want to rant about it? Since get everything off your chest, just let everything out.
Yeah, I think that's just a little too casual.
I have a
Playing
question.
the music.
You want to go off?
I'll do it for a little bit, but
All right.
Play the music.
That's all we needed. Go ahead. Go ahead, Slay. Come on, go off.
that team sucked on Sunday. We looked terrible. We sucked. We looked absolutely disgraceful. That team should not have been there. Jalen Hurts looked absolutely terrible that game. He could not make a read. He missed a lot of wide open throws, and that definitely was because of his velocity. But Jalen Reagor absolutely sucks. We need to get him off this team. He fucking sucks. I'm sorry that I cursed there, but that dude.
No. You'll Slay's so good. Just
Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up.
Turn it up.
Reagor sucks. I think that's a little too good. You might want to calm that. Yeah, but Reagor is absolutely terrible. We need to get rid of him. We need to get him out of this team immediately. Jonathan Gannon, he sucks too. I'm glad he's going to the Texans. He looks like he's going there. Definitely a prime candidate to go there. We suck. We did not belong.
Wait, hold on. Do you want to go off on Jalen Reagor now?
He sucks.
Let's go back to the normal music. Slay is not a good ranter.
If it was Sunday, Logan, I would have had a better rant because I was actually in the moment. But right now, I'm not.
I have a question for you, Slay.
What's up?
Who do you personally want to draft for your Philadelphia Eagles?
Personally, what I would do is I would either take David Ajabo with that first pick or Nakobe Dean. And then with that second pick, I would take either one of those players. And then with that last and final pick in that first round, I would trade that pick to get Calvin Ridley straight up. That's a late first round pick, and I know he hasn't played in a year, but he definitely has chemistry with Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith. I think he can definitely work in this offense, especially for how run heavy it is. I think he can get the ball and establish something there with the offense, and I think he'll definitely mesh in with the offense. But if we give up a first round pick straight up for him, just one, that last and final pick that we have, I think that's a good deal because you just drafted two guys and then now you get another guy who's already a definite lock to be on this team and make an immediate impact. And then with those couple later round picks, I would take a pass coverage linebacker. I would take a running back in those later rounds. I would take a tight end maybe at last to late to second round, late to sixth or seventh round, just for backup depth because we do have a lot of injuries behind our starters. And then I would take a cornerback third or second round. So I'm personally looking at a lot of safeties. Definitely Smoke Monday. I got to watch him a lot as an Auburn fan. Dude's a hard hitter. He definitely will take your soul away from you if you go in that middle. Devontae Smith will experience that a lot.
So it's kind of like how Jalen Reagor took Eagles fans' soul away on Sunday.
Yeah. So Smoke Monday definitely will hit Devontae Smith a lot in training camp. I'm gonna just put it that way.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
How confident are you in Jalen Hurts going to next season?
Yeah. Personally, I don't think he's the guy as of this moment. And he definitely proved a lot this following season, but I would have liked to seen him do a little bit better with his consistency against better teams, such as the Buccaneers, when they give you the different looks, stunts. They gave us different looks with the cover zero blitzes and stuff. Jalen Hurts could not pick up on those blitzes. Exotic blitzes, he has to start picking up on those because next year we play the Packers, we play the Cardinals, we play the Colts. Those teams are definitely over 500. We play a lot more other teams, and your team is going to be rebuilt too. I don't know if you're going to keep Graham or not, but I personally would like to, keep Jalen Hurts because I feel like he has what it takes to become a quarterback in this league, especially with that mentality. He has the potential. I don't think he has the best arm, but I also don't think he has a bad deep ball because if you study his film, the only thing he's really missing in his deep ball is accuracy on his deep ball, a softer touch. And pause, by the way, but he needs a better touch to his football, throwing it down the field. If he works on that, his deep ball accuracy, then I think we have something there. And he has to start reading the field more because that's something he does not know how to do. But the only quarterback I would like to get in this free agency is Watson, but I don't think he'll come here because of the legal issues. I need to see what's going on with that. The other two, Rodgers and Wilson, I don't want anything to do with that. They're old as hell. They're good quarterbacks, but they're just too old. What's up? Any more questions? Oh, Jaden. I know you're a Lakers fan, right? Or a LeBron fan.
A LeBron fan, my guy.
And I'm a Lakers fan too. So how are you feeling about this Lakers team, man? Because I'm not feeling this right now.
Listen. If I'm LeBron right now, I'm trading everybody.
For real.
All right, yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this podcast. Put y'all links in. I'll just make sure everybody listen, like, comment, and subscribe. Logan, you want to give your shout out or last thoughts?
Yeah, subscribe to my channel, LGZ Productions. I'm on the road to 200. I make Giants and Knicks content. I do live play-by-plays. And the next episode of the podcast will be on Nate's channel and then back to my channel.
This was a fun episode.
All right.
Look. Subscribe to Logan's channel right here. He posts great content,
Better content than Slay.
Bro.
Yeah. Look, subscribe to Nate's channel right here. He posts great content.
Trying to do crisscross applesauce.
Yeah, Adrian, we finna wrap it up, but we gonna end the stream with your comment. You get the highlight of comment of the day. Yeah, Lakers should fire head coach, but that's gonna do it, guys. And next week we on Nate's channel for the podcast. Then the week after that, we on Logan's channel. And we out.
Peace out, y'all.